Hi guys, how are you doing? Neil here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a treat for you and also a treat for me. I'm super excited about this new pedal. This is the Heavy Hatchet Distortion stroke preamp pedal by Driftwood Amplification, and it sounds absolutely phenomenal. Okay guys, this is a new pedal for 2024, the Heavy Hatchet by Driftwood Amps. Huge thanks to Marek for sending this thing out. I've had a lot of Driftwood stuff on the channel and I've loved it all. I just want to say a few things about this pedal before we get going. Basically, if you are a fan of the Driftwood tone, like I am, this pedal will get you there. It really does work the same as a Driftwood amp and the Driftwood preamp pedal that I've had on the channel. It's absolutely awesome for getting an abundance of tones for high gain players. So not only will this get you the Driftwood classic tones that we know and love, but in my opinion it covers virtually every high gain tone there is out there. So we're going to go through the controls super quick and then we're going to get on with the demo, and I'm going to keep coming back on and telling you exactly what I'm doing with the pedal here. So over here we have a boost and we have a gain control, both very, very important to dialing in your tone. And it's the same with the Driftwood amps. Balancing the boost and the gain, I've already talked about this in another demo, it really does kind of give the initial platform for your tone, whether you're using a Driftwood amp or whether you're using the Purple Nightmare preamp pedal that I've also had on the channel. This really does kind of design how you want your gain to bite, how loose you want it to be, how tight you want it to be, how bright you want it to be. Balancing those two there, for me, that is the most important thing about any piece of Driftwood gear, and it doesn't change for this pedal. Next to it here we have a high gain and a low gain mode. It's great on both, but personally I just leave it on high all the time. I really like it on high. I will show you that as I will show you the other controls later on in the video. Over here we just have a regular volume control, which you'd expect on any distortion pedal. Down here we have a vintage switch and a modern switch. So you can, upwards is vintage, basically downwards is modern. Modern has a bit more gain, bit more sizzle, bit more bite. It's more modern like you'd expect. The vintage mode has a bit more low end punch, it's a bit more overdrive it rather than sizzly gain. There's not a massive difference, but it's noticeable. Okay, again we'll show you that later in the video. Here we got bass, middle and treble. The controls are really responsive. Move them a bit and you get a big difference in tone. This really is, like the Driftwood amps, a tweaker's dream. It really is. The kind of guy that likes to constantly mess with his tone, this pedal is really for you. I can't decide on where I want my settings leaving, if I'm honest, because there's that many different good tones in this box. I'm just constantly messing with it, constantly tweaking. I can't decide on where I want my settings to stay, if I'm honest. The bass here provides a hell of a lot of thunk. Again, very responsive. The mid control here is absolutely awesome. I like my mids above noon on most Driftwood stuff, as you can see here. This is where I had it before I switched on the camera to record. Again, the middle, really, really responsive and really crucial to how you want your tone to sound. It can go right into massive scooped tone to the other end. It can go into really dark, precise, articulate mid-range growl. The treble also really responsive, like I've said. Down here below we've got rumble, gate and sharp. The rumble is the resonance. The gate here is absolutely awesome, guys. At the end of the video I will show you just how good the gate is on this pedal. and the sharp is obviously your presence control. Below we've got a little switch here which switches between distortion mode and preamp mode if you want to use this into the return of your amp, or if you want to record with this, obviously you want it on preamp mode. For this demo we have it on distortion mode. Below we've got two switches here, a bypass switch obviously on off, and we have a boost switch to turn this boost control on and off as well. I'm going to use two guitars in this demo, guys. I'm going to use my Jackson DK tool loader with a JB in the bridge, and I'm also going to use a Schecter Solo 2 with an active Fishman in the bridge. It sounds awesome, it really does, and I can't wait to show you it. Down here powering the whole rig that I have is a Blackstar Amp 2. It's not a tube amp, it's actually a digital pedal. I'm using the clean channel in this demo to power the cab, and the SM57 is going straight into the camera. Let's get on with it. Okay guys, well that sounded pretty awesome. I think you'll agree. The crunch and the gain on this thing is just absolutely insane. And to be honest with you, I could jam along on this thing all day, just constantly tweaking it. But we have a video to do, right? So now I've picked up my Schecter Solo 2. This is loaded with Fishman Fluence Moderns in there, active pickups. This guitar is in drop C. I'm going to have another jam on this so you can hear it in a bit of a lower tuning. And if you stick around till the end of this segment, you will hear me messing around with the gate here. Okay guys, so what do you think of that? I mean, I just think it's absolutely awesome, this pedal. It's just a joy to tweak. It's a joy to mess with. It really is a tweaker's pedal. So many tones in there, and you kind of get lost in them because there's so many good tones, and you kind of forget where your favourite settings were and everything. It will take some time for me to decide on exactly how I want this thing rigged up and set up. This is part one, by the way. There will be a part two where I use this as a preamp pedal. I will go into an IR pedal and do it that way, and I will also go into an amp's return and use this as a preamp pedal. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think of this thing. I absolutely love it. I think it's great. Massive high five to Driftwood amplification. This is probably, I mean, it's definitely one of the best distortion pedals I've ever used. Maybe even the best. But let me know what you guys think down below. As always, use your ears, not mine. It only matters what you think. It doesn't really matter what I think. I'll see you all soon.